So I don't know anyone who calls me Mark McGowan. I'm the artist taxi driver. Can't fucking see anything. Cannot see a thing. What about today? Crabb must go. Get this fucking Crabb out of here. It was the first rally since 1908 in Castle Square. That's pretty fucking amazing. You can feel it, can't you? You can actually feel the energy that something is happening in this country. And I bring big news, comrades, big fucking news. Just read it on my phone. Jeremy Corbyn has been at the Young Labour conference today. YT17, hashtag YT17, if you want to look at it when you go home. And they are absolutely freaking fucking out because of something he said. I mean, they're going fucking nuts. That Guido Fawkes, he's retweeted it. He's going, they're losing the fucking plot. Has anyone read it? Do you know what he said? As well as nationalising the rail, public utilities, and the mail, he's not ruling out nationalising Greggs. That is not a fucking wind-up. Twitter has gone fucking nuts, mate. There's pictures of they got that guy with the long hair in Scotland, Braveheart, running across, saying, you can take our fucking rail, you can take our mail, but you won't take our cheese and onion pasties. They fucking lost it. And they don't even know he's winding them fucking up. But they do actually want to nationalise. I mean, the fucking state. I was thinking, the state of fucking Greggs. I mean, what do they sell? Those fucking pasties with nails and hair in it from animals inside a thing that it's like fucking pig pus. They need fucking nationalising. Sort them fucking out. Need to sort out the Brexit as well. They've got a lot of stuff to get through. It's 25 minutes. Have you seen the state of this fucking Brexit? Yesterday, on the front page, people say to me, where'd you get your material from? I say, I wake up every fucking morning. On the front page of the Daily Fail, the fascist fucking, what's his face, Dacre. It said, Eeyore. They called they're on his side. They're on his side. They call him Eeyore. Eeyore. The donkey chancellor. You couldn't fucking make it up. Julia fucking Batty Hopkins, pound shop fucking Waitrose, Julia Hartley Brewer, she came out, she said like, fuck it, he should be hung for treason. The traitor, they're calling him a traitor. Funeral Phil. Funeral Phil was on he's got £8 million. He gave it to his wife in taxes, the chance of the fucking exchequer from care homes. And they got the dementia tax. And people are going, can't see any fucking problem with that. So what can you see? Anyway, so he was thinking, right, they're fucking, right. See, he went out and I was thinking, because I could see it on the Twitter. I look at the Twitter. And I could see it there and I was going, Philip Hammond has said that the 27 nations of Europe are the enemy. And I said, he never said that. Now, come on. There's no way he would fucking say that. No way. No. And I listened to it and he fucking did. He said they're the enemy. It's like World War fucking II with the front page of the Scum, up yours, senors. That was their headline. He said they're the enemy. This is the Brexit negotiators. You got Bozo the fucking clown. Do you know what I mean? In the middle, this week, where'd you get your material from? They want a £100 million fucking Royal Brexit yacht Britannia. Have you seen it? They want to build the yacht again for the Queen. £100 million. We got food banks. We got a controlled demolition of the NHS. Wages going backwards. £100 million yacht for the Queen to show everyone, look what we are after Brexit. This is our Brexit. And Boris is the cat. He'd be there like Benny Hill on top of the fucking ship as it's going down. Standing there. The old Bozo the Clown, Funeral Phil, David the fucking Pestra, Davis, and Theresa May. Someone said to me today, who would have thought that Theresa May would have turned out to be a bad communicator? You know, you're fucking joking. So, you know, racist vans and like, you know, where'd you go with Theresa May? Where'd you even fucking go? Let's stick on with the Queen anyway and the scum. Tom Newton Dunn. He said, I'm a fucking royalist. He said, I'm a royalist. But why isn't the Queen going to bring the thing on Remembrance Day? He said, I'm a royalist, but why isn't she doing it? I'm 91 years old. They want her crawling on her knees with a remembrance wreath between her teeth, bleeding knees, crawling along. He said, our readers would expect nothing less. She's got the royal yacht. She's got, I mean, you got to wonder what she has. How many castles? There's Buckingham, Windsor, St. James's, Kensington, Balmoral. She's got royal fucking trains, royal helicopters, royal cars, royal fucking... Well, they want to do the palace up. Another 400 fucking million pounds, and they want to do the Big Ben up and the Westminster Palace up. The magic money tree. I did a thing about the magic money tree. But it's interesting to think about like how the whole, because you couldn't get worse negotiators. It's going really badly. I went out knocking on the doors today with Nia Griffiths. I was thinking Nee then because I said Nia. And I think no, she said no, it's Nia. So I have to, so Nia Griffiths to remember. So we went knocking on doors, and the people I was talking to, a woman, she said to me, you know, I voted leave, but I don't know what's going on. She said, she was like, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. She was really angry. She said, I'm not voting for any of them. She said, I'm absolutely sick of it with this Brexit, because I voted leave, and now I don't know what to do. And you can see it, because they are shit negotiators. And I was coming here this morning. I left my home at 4 o'clock, and I stopped. My first stop was the Cheverley service station by Reading. And I stopped there, and I went in. I got a Costa coffee from the thing, and I said to the girl, because it was at the petrol station, she said, no, go in, no toilet, go into the service station. I went in there. There was no one in attendance. There wasn't an attendant in the toilets. This is getting lower and lower. It's fucking going down. There was no one in attendance, and I went in there, and I just thought, oh, my fucking God. You know, there was shit everywhere. All, like, every cubicle I went into, no one had flushed it, and it was splattered. There was piss everywhere. I didn't even realise. I thought it was water at the beginning. There was piss everywhere. No one in attendance, and there was, like, fucking... And tissue. There was no... all the tissue was on the fucking floor. I think this is a fucking mess. So I thought, this is like the fucking Brexit. This is the Tory. This is a metaphor. It's like, I'm going back in my fucking car. I'm back in a car and I was fucking making a video. There was piss and shit. It was a mess because there's no one there. This is the Tories. You know, this is the state they're getting. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're getting to the point where it's not going to happen. You know, they have to stop it because the whole thing is just absolutely... She went out there to do her Florence speech. She said fucking nothing. She turned up in a fucking Maserati. Maserati. She was in a Maserati. She went to Florence. It was the home of frescoes, the Renaissance. And she stood in front of a blank wall. That was it, with a slogan on it. Not even a fucking picture. By the time she left, we'd been downgraded. Moody's down. She didn't even finish the speech. Moody's just went, that is fucking it. That is. They downgraded the entire country. Every single time she makes a speech, the pound goes down. She was on the Andrew Marr, and he said to her, run on it. She says, run on a pound, run on a pound. Like after about John McDonnell. And Andrew Marr said to her, it's collapsing. You're collapsing. It's going down right now under you. They're a mess. I call it Tupperware Teresa Mugabe. You said, what are you calling her Tupperware Teresa Mugabe for? And it was like when she was on Test Match Special, she said something about Jeff Boycott and giving some Tupperware. And then the Mugabe bit come in because she was like passing through the Henry VIII laws, and they want to get under committee bills. Tupperware Teresa Mugabe. I mean, how are we even going to like eat after Brexit? I'm serious. Do you not understand? Like, I'll explain to you. Like, over in Spain, over in Murcia, they got massive fuck-off polytunnels, and they grow tomatoes there, strawberries, asparagus, all fucking year. You know, lorry loads. They're like a fucking wagon train. They come out of Murcia and they go. It's flashing that red light. Does that mean it's time up? Is that the red light you were talking about? Oh, okay. So anyway, sorry. Their wagon trains are coming out of Murcia and they got everything you expect to find in your supermarket, every vegetable, all the fruit. They got fruit. They got so much fruit. And it all goes north. It goes to the countries in the north of Europe. And it comes to us. Do you know why? Because we're a country of root fucking vegetables. That's all we got. I'm serious. It's a serious... I mean, what have we got? There is nothing that will grow on a tree in this country. Apples, like once a year, September, they're fucking gone. You better get your jars out and start pickling them. But we got nothing. We got carrots, swede, parsnips, potatoes. Yeah, cabbages. Some mushrooms. We got a soup. We got a fucking soup. We can do it. We'll fucking do it. Forget about any of that fucking hummus and Mediterranean fucking... Be no more. What about the parsley? And the basil grows this shit here. Every time I put the basil plant out, it just withers and dies. It just won't fucking take. Be no fucking basil. We'll be in trouble. Do you know what I mean? They're talking about like fucking all sorts of shit, like customs union. People don't even know. I don't think it's going to happen because one, we ain't got the IT. The IT's not going to be in place. Do you know what I mean? This is the whole thing about the Tories that they said that they were really good at. Do you know what I mean? We're really good at security. We're great at fucking security. Do you know what I mean? And we're good on defence. That's why they went to Libya and blew a whole country up, blew it to fucking bits. You got refugees dead at the bottom of the sea. That's how great they are at it. You know, they're shit. They're shit. Everything that they touch is rubbish. It turns to shit. You know, and they're just con merchants. You know, I don't know if you see the ITV news. I think it was Tuesday night. So they come up with this new policy. They said we're going to do the energy price caps. Did you see it on the 10 o'clock BBC ITV news? So they had their special economics people. They come in, how much it was going to save people. £1. One fucking pound. A year. £1 a fucking year. We should own all these things. That's why when I went to the Labour Party conference and I went to all that World Transformed and all like where Navarra Media and the Momentum and they was all talking about these things. Because he's fucking what they don't understand is I was saying to someone earlier, they created a surplus of fucking PhD social fucking scientists that are now thinking about like how, you know, not just solar energy, they're talking about putting fucking wind farms on the bottom of the fucking sea. Yeah, to create energy. Talking about like super luxury, automated communism. You know, it's fucking coming in. Last week they said in Germany, only going to work 28 hours a week. You know, it's coming. You know, we need to be ready. And that's what Jeremy Corbyn's talking about. Jeremy Corbyn is fucking fantastic, isn't he? And people are like, you know, and I think, you know, as good as Jeremy Corbyn is, I think, do you know why we're going to win the next general election? We're going to absolutely smash it. Owen fucking Jones. Yeah. You think I'm whining? He's relentless. I was like, fucking, where is he today? He's going to every single fucking constituency in the country, winding people up, getting people motivated, saying, let's get fucking out. Let's start getting out and canvassing, like Philip that Davis, or Bozo the Clown, or Amber Rudd. Do you know what I mean? All of these people, they're bad. Do you know what I mean? They have bad intentions. Do you know what I mean? They're not, you know, they only have their own interests at heart. You know, they're not thinking about the future. You know, they're thinking about, you know, how is it that we have these two gifts from the Tories, austerity and Brexit? You know, and in amongst that, how is it that the richest wealth has doubled? You know, how does that work? You know, in what kind of society do you have, like, the largest retailer, Amazon? You know, 7 billion last year in this country, pays no tax. And John McDonnell stood up and he said, we'll have a financial transaction tax. Every single, whether you buy a pillow or a fucking scooter or a plate from Amazon, you pay half a pence, half a pence. Do you know what I mean? That's the way forward. And they're scared of that. They're scared shitless. They don't even know what they're saying. John McDonnell stood up and he said, in the middle of the general and in the snap general election, everyone over £80,000, all I want is you to pay a little bit more tax. And a fucking, what they call them, the centrist dads. Do you know what I mean? The liberals, the Guardian, fucking, you know, the ones that, they've got the most to lose. Do you know what I mean? Because they're sitting there on a, you know, wanking on the fence. Just, what are they doing? Because it's not that they can't make up their minds. It's not that they think this is bad. You know, they are actually, you know, they're very conservative in their ways. They might have these liberal kind of ideas, but they don't really believe in them. Not if it's going to cost them anything. So when John McDonnell said that, £80,000, they were like, that's not a lot of money. 80 grand? It's fucking average wage, isn't it? Because they can't understand why everyone thinks everything is as good as it is for them. That's the problem. They don't understand that. You know, they don't know what it's, you know. And they don't like Jeremy Corbyn. They don't like the idea, because loads of them as well, they like the, you know, they have this thing about capital flight, and it is a really big problem, you know, that's going to be when Labour get in, which will be the next general election, it's going to be one of the main issues. And John McDonnell rightly flagged it up, and they need to prepare for it. Capital flight. You know, what's the relationship going to be with a social democrat movement, a socially democratic movement, and banks and that, and it has to, and you know, and private equity and vulture capitalists. How are they going to actually, like, say to them, like, why are you so greedy? You know, when that lady said she's only got 4p in her purse outside, you know, on universal credit, and someone said, like, you know, the Tories would be thinking, how can we get that 4p? You know, the idea that we have to, like, say to them, do you know what I mean? Why do you have to be so greedy? And it's going to be difficult, you know, because the other thing is they like the economics of war. which is basically, you know, like oil extraction, minerals, cars, you know, but also banks and debt, but also arms and war. And because people profit from that, that's a really big thing, you know, because Jeremy Corbyn is against war. You know, he's against Armageddon. Theresa May will stand up and say, yeah, I'll kill 100,000 innocent men, women and children. And Jeremy Corbyn's not. So you can see he's going to roll back on something, and they're scared about that. You know, but they don't have to be scared. A peaceful world would be absolutely fucking amazing. Do you know what I mean? And the way that he just conducts himself, you know, the way that he says things, you know, they are absolutely scared shitless. You know, because they want the economics of war. That's their business. You know what I mean? They want debt. That's their business. They don't want, you know, they want their companies. They want the money. And they want you to have as little as possible. You know, that's what all of the, you know what I mean, the wages going backwards, poverty wages, you know, basic wages like across the country is £21,000. You know, they want that less. You know, they want more and more people on less money because they get more. You know, they want your library centre shut down. You know, they want your library, your community centre, your police station. They want it shut down because they get the keys. You know, and that's when, you know, and that's going to be the big battle, is how we can put our arm around all the vulture capitalists and all the people for the war and that, and say to them, like, listen, you've got to calm down now. You know, it's over. You know, sit down, have a cup of tea, you know, just relax, because things are going to be different now. You know, we want to make a future. Because they came out and they said something like, how comes that the, you know, we want to build a better future. We don't want our children to pay the debts for the future. That's Tories. After like £50,000 like university debt and credits and... Stephen Crabb. Yeah, but like, I said to Nia Griffiths today about Stephen Crabb when we was out, and do you know what she said to me? She said to me, he's a particularly nasty Conservative, you know, and we actually, you know, we need him to go. Yeah.